Welcome to Paul's Heart. I'm Paul, author of the book Paul's Heart: Life as a Dad and a 35-Year Cancer Survivor, available on Amazon. So, Gong Fasai. That's English, in English for the Chinese. Happy Lunar New Year. It's also called the Spring Festival. So, this video is going to be a special one, veering away from the medical stuff that I usually talk about. But I also want to do videos that show that there is life after cancer. And I had two wonderful experiences in my life after cancer. Both were to travel to the country of China as a result of my inability to have biological children. China was gracious enough to bless me with two daughters. It was two separate trips that I got to go over there. But it's the second trip that I want to talk about, not in favoring one daughter over another. But it was during my second adoption process. We traveled over to China during the Chinese New Year. And let me tell you, the Chinese know how to celebrate. Fireworks going off 24 hours round the clock. We were there at the tail end of the festival, so we got to see quite a bit of fireworks, got to experience a lot of the foods, learning the traditions of the people there. It's amazing on how committed the Chinese people are to their traditions and customs. So, what I want to do is go into a little bit of what exactly is the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, also called the Spring Festival. And it's a 15-day festival which honors family reunions, that honor ancestors, and basically welcome good fortune. A lot of good key traditions that include cleaning the home to sweep away the bad luck, decorating the house with lots of red items. You'll see if you see in Chinese restaurants, they have the red knots, things like that. And also, I'll get into a couple other traditions. But the first thing that I noticed in China was the fact that people took this holiday seriously enough. They travel back home to reunite with family members, and they have a special dinner, often featuring fish, dumplings, which represent wealth. Like I said, everything is decorated in red, which is considered lucky. A lot of times you wear red. I don't personally own anything red, although my hat has some red on it. And then, of course, everybody loves the red envelopes. The red envelopes, they're referred to as hongbao. The elders gift these red envelopes containing money to the children and the younger generations. I did that with my daughters. Now that they're adults, I simply wire the money now at this point. There's no red envelopes, but it symbolizes blessings and the transfer of good fortune. And much like many other New Year's celebrations and other customs, it's about saying goodbye to the old, welcoming in the new, and that includes getting rid of your bad luck, which means cleaning your house. You do this on New Year's Eve, so that you sweep away the bad luck. You don't clean up anything after on New Year's Day or after, because you don't want to take a chance on washing away any good fortune. Let me tell you, like I said, you've got the reason for the fireworks. You're scaring away the bad, evil spirits and monsters who are afraid of noise. And that's why these things get lit off constantly, round the clock. If you get a chance, and you can see these if you're local to any kind of Chinatowns in any major cities where you live. The lion and dragon dances are amazing. The performances, they bring good luck, prosperity, and joy. And if you watch the efforts, the drums, everything, it's a really cool thing to witness. Of course, honoring your ancestors, they pay respect to those who have passed on. Setting up offerings of food and incense, believing that their spirits are there with you as you're celebrating the new year. People visit temples. And I can tell you, I got to visit the Tangwan Pavilion in Jiangxi, Nanchang City. Beautiful temple. Got to see a performance there if you get to do that. There are some common taboos and some superstitions to avoid. No sharp objects, okay? Using knives or scissors is avoided on New Year's Day as it's believed to cut the stream of wealth. And no negative talk, which is tough. Okay, no cursing, no crying, no speaking about. This is tough. I have to say this way. No speaking about unaliving. Okay, that's forbidden as that attracts bad luck. And then on the first day, no washing the hair or clothes. Again, it's to prevent washing away any kind of luck. And then at the end of this thing, we have the Lantern Festival. And chances are you may have seen these done, uh, especially in Chinatown or other special celebrations. The lanterns sailing off into the sky. In China, it's just spectacular to watch this. Um, let's see. I think I've covered everything about the celebration of Chinese New Year itself. As far as I'm concerned, I do celebrate with my daughters. They get the Happy New Year greeting from me, Gong Fa Sai. I will spell it for you on the title of this video. As you can see, I do wear, I have several items of Chinese garb that I wear. I have this hat, which this symbol is for double blessings that can be used, that can be to recognize married couples, or in my case, my two daughters. I also do have another hat here that I also wear. These symbols do signify father. I got this for Father's Day early on. And then I have a pendant. I've shown these things before that I wear. But this particular one, this one symbolizes endurance, perseverance, patience, self-control, tolerance, and inner strength. Something that I believe has paid in dividends as a cancer survivor. Finally, the last thing I'm going to do is toast to Happy New Year. My favorite Chinese beer, Tsingtao. Very good Asian beer if you wish. You can usually find those at large liquor stores in their imported beer aisles. So that's Chinese New Year. Enjoy the next 15 days. As we say, may they be prosperous, healthy, and enjoy. Spend time with your family. No bad stuff. And we'll see you next time on Paul's Heart.